Hello, hello. And we are live, just getting set up. Okay. So, as we just wait and allow for folks to join us from all around the globe, I want to take a moment to kind of clear the space and have each of you have an opportunity to say hello if you want to say hello in the chat, or send an emoji my way. I would love to see your little faces in the chat. Would be awesome. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started by letting you know why I am hosting these weekly heart alignment sessions. So, when I first began my creative journey, it was 2017. I was battling with an alcohol addiction, depression, addiction to food, sugar mostly, and life was kind of in shambles. I experienced a spiritual awakening, which changed my life completely. And for me, the core of the spiritual awakening experience was the importance of my creativity. Spirit made it very clear to me that that was the source, and the ignoring of that part of myself was the source of a lot of my pain. And so in that moment of clarity, I made the choice to begin walking this path. And the first tool that came to me, and that I feel so blessed to have been taught by wonderful teachers in Oregon, the first tool that was taught to me was meditation. And I began going to a meditation class once a week, and I learned all sorts of things about meditation that I did not know, and that helped me so much along my creative journey. And there are things that I still utilize today. I have taught meditation previously in a community college setting. And so it's really important to me in my own personal creative practice. It's a way for me to recenter myself when my ego wants to take over my creative projects, or my self-judgment or doubt and criticism wants to take over. So I highly, highly recommend utilizing meditation in your own creative path so that you can realign with that heart on a regular basis, because that truly is the source entry point for creative inspiration. So with that said, how this is going to work is, and I have a little timer I'm going to set just to make sure that I don't blabber on for too long. But how this is going to work is I'm going to lead you through some breaths. We're going to do a bit of heart chakra chanting. And then I would like to guide us through the Awakened Creators Invocation or prayer, which really is an opportunity for you to set a clear intention for your creative expression. You are welcome to set your own intention. If you have one for today or for the week that you would like to hold in your heart space, I highly recommend that you make that clear to yourself, either in your head or out loud. And if you're willing to share it in the chat, that would be encouraging to others as well. So before we get started, it is important that you have a safe space, a space where you feel comfortable, especially with the chanting that we are going to do. It can get kind of loud. So if you're like in a public park or something, you might want to just listen to the chanting unless you're very bold. But otherwise, put yourself in a position to succeed and to feel really held and safe. And so if that means going into a room and closing the door or even locking the door, please feel free to do so. The first thing that we're going to start with as you kind of assemble yourself in a sacred space is a cleansing breath. This is also known as a four corners breath, and is essentially a breath set to a count. And in this case, we're going to do a count of 4 in honor of the fourth chakra, our heart chakra. So we are going to inhale for a count of 4. We're going to hold our breath for a count of 4. We are going to exhale for a count of 4. And we are going to hold the breath out for a count of 4. And we're going to do this just a few times to kind of clear ourselves out, calm ourselves down, and get ourselves in the right headspace. And as we are doing that, I am going to chime my tuning fork. The tuning fork I've chosen for today is 528 hertz, which is the frequency of the heart chakra. So we're going to do our cleansing breaths to the count of 4, and I will handle the chiming. If you are listening to headphones, you may want to temper the volume just in case it gets a little loud in there. All right. So finding a comfortable space to be. Here you are, right here, right now with me. Just relaxing into this present moment. And we're going to begin our cleansing breaths, starting with an inhale in. 2, 3, 4. Big into the belly and hold. 2, 3, 4. And exhale out, pulling the belly button to the spine. 2, 3, 4. And holding that breath out. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. So we're going to go on our own here, and I'm going to hit the chime. Let's go ahead and do 4 more of these breaths, starting with an inhale in for 4. And begin. Holding. Exhale. Holding out. Inhaling in. Holding breath in. Exhaling out. Holding breath out. Inhaling in. Holding breath in. Exhaling out. Holding breath out. Inhaling in. Holding breath in. Exhaling out. Holding breath out. Inhaling in, last one. Holding breath in. Exhaling out. Holding breath out. Very good. And just relax your breath. So that should be leaving you feeling very ready for the next thing here, which is going to be our Yam Chants. If you're not familiar with seed sounds, these are sounds that resonate with specific chakras, which are energy centers in the body. Of course, with the heart alignment, we're going to be working with the heart chakra. So we are going to be doing 10 Yam Chants into our hearts. So we're going to chant Yam, right? Yam, not yam, but Yam. And if you do this chant right, you should literally feel vibration in your chest as you're doing it. I'm going to recommend that you try to breathe from the belly rather than the upper chest and shoulders. And then also when you are doing your yaw, the ah part of the yam, that you try to open your throat just a little bit more to let the fullness of that yam out. You are going to feel fantastic after you complete these Yam chants. My body is usually tingling and my head is clear. I feel totally aligned with love vibrations. So Yam chants are just powerful, powerful things. So here we go. We are going to do 10 Yam chants. Again, if you're on headphones, you might want to temper the volume because my yams are pretty loud. If you can't yam because you're in a public space, you can just listen to my yams and let them resonate into your heart space. But it is more effective if you physically do the chanting, okay? And ready, we're going to give ourselves a head start with a big inhale in. Very good. I'm going to welcome you to place your hand over your heart space. And just give yourself a moment of love for showing up today and being committed to your art, to your heart, to your creation power. Now I'm going to lead you through the Awakened Creator's invocation or prayer. This invocation will align you with inspired action, with love and joy. Dearest God, blessed being of light, thank you for allowing me this sacred moment in space and time to express the gift of my creativity. Today, I honor the creative expression within me and promise to bring it forth with love, to nurture it and protect it as my unique creation. Today, I allow the creative process to unfold in whatever way is divinely intended, and I surrender control in favor of divine grace and joy. I embrace the joy of this experience as my birthright, and I love myself for allowing my heart to play today. Thank you for guiding my creative expression today. May every moment be a living expression of my unconditional love and acceptance of self in all my imperfect glory. I humbly thank you for the opportunity to breathe new life into this world and to stand in my power as an awakened creator, now and forevermore. And so it is. Amen. And I just want to close by again acknowledging your commitment to your art, to your creative expression, whatever that may be, whatever it is that is bringing you joy, that is calling you forward. This is who you are. And it is a beautiful thing that you show up every day and do your very best to set that expression free, to let it breathe, to let it live, to let it be. That is your purpose. And I hope that this experience, this heart alignment, has given you the opportunity to recenter and let go of judgment and pressure and just be just you and your art. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you enjoyed this heart alignment, I have a whole guide, free guide to this process in the description or in the link in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram. So you can grab that and we'll walk you through. There's also copies of the invocation in there so that you can learn it and practice it. And if you are interested in working with me, I am open to receiving one-on-one clients and consultations. So if you would like to, you can send me a message on Instagram and we can talk. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being devoted to your art, to your heart, to your love, to your life. You will not regret the choices that you are making every time you choose love. I love you so much. I'll see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. Bye, everybody. Take care.